Whenever I talk to people about English learning struggles, most assume it's all about vocabulary or grammar. But honestly, it's fear that trips people up. Fear of actually speaking out loud.
That fear is so real. It's less about missing words and more about worrying you'll sound foolish or that people will judge you. It's the little voice in your head whispering, "What if I embarrass myself?"
That hesitation creeps in quietly, doesn't it? It's not like you wake up one day suddenly unable to speak. It's those tiny moments of maybe later that add up, until speaking feels impossible.
It's almost sneaky. Every time you think, "I'll try next time, when I'm better," you're building a habit of silence. Meanwhile, your confidence just shrinks without you realizing it.
And the wild thing? There's no such thing as perfect English. Even native speakers mess up. They pause, they restart, they fumble their words all the time.
I love that you said that. People forget native speakers stumble constantly. No one's keeping score, so why do learners feel like every mistake is a disaster?
Exactly. Fluency isn't about being mistake-free. It's about getting your point across, even if you have to backtrack or switch words mid-sentence.
And here's the thing. When you start putting pressure on yourself to be flawless, your mind just freezes. You're so focused on not messing up, you forget what you wanted to say.
That survival mode is brutal. Instead of listening and responding naturally, you're just waiting for it to be over, hoping no one notices your nerves.
It's like you're trapped in your own head. You stop absorbing what's happening, and all you want is an escape route.
So when someone says, "I understand English, but I can't speak," I know it's not a vocabulary issue. It's confidence that's been chipped away by fear.
Absolutely. A lot of that fear comes from early experiences, a harsh teacher, classmates laughing, or just someone making a careless comment about your English.
Those little moments stick, don't they? It's like, years later, they still echo in your mind every time you try to speak up.
It's wild how much more power those memories have than any grammar lesson. Suddenly, every interaction feels risky.
So before we worry about grammar or pronunciation, we have to tackle the mindset issue. If you're too scared to speak, no grammar rule will save you.
Couldn't agree more. The biggest breakthroughs happen when people stop worrying about getting it right and just start expressing themselves, mistakes and all.
Here's a secret. Mistakes are actually signs you're learning. Each one means you tried something new, stretched a little further.
Think about kids, they don't wait for perfect grammar. They just dive in, errors and all. And that's how they get fluent. Adults could use a bit of that fearless attitude.
I've noticed adults will rehearse whole sentences in their heads, or even translate word for word, and by the time they feel ready, the moment's passed.
And then you're left replaying what you wish you'd said later, regret creeping in. It stings way more than just stumbling over a sentence in real life.
So, fluency isn't about being perfect, it's about keeping the conversation going, even when you don't have the perfect words.
Honestly, most people won't even notice your grammar slips. What sticks is how you made them feel if they understood your message. You did great.
Let's get real for a second. Fear doesn't just show up in language classes. Maybe you're in a meeting, you've got a great idea, but someone else speaks up first while you're still overthinking your grammar.
Or you're chatting with someone new, thinking, "Can I ask this question? What if I mess up?" And then you just stay silent, missing the chance to connect.
And later, those moments replay in your head on loop. I should have said something. That regret can really wear you down.
It's so true. Eventually, fear makes you skip opportunities, entirely avoiding phone calls, skipping conversations, finding reasons not to practice.
And over time, your brain just labels English as stressful. Suddenly, even the idea of a simple chat feels like climbing a mountain.
That's the tough part. Once your brain connects English with stress, it's exhausting just to try. But the good news is, that link isn't permanent.
You're right. Since fear is learned, it can be unlearned. And you don't have to wait for the fear to magically disappear. You break it down by giving yourself small, safe chances to speak.
It's almost like building up a muscle. Each tiny exposure makes the fear a little weaker. The trick is to keep it gentle and manageable, not overwhelming.
Let's get specific first. Lower the bar. Don't aim for impressive, just aim to be understood. That's enough.
Second, try not to translate in your head. Use the words you already know, even if they're simple. And honestly, making mistakes on purpose sometimes is a great confidence builder.
One of my favorite hacks is talking to yourself out loud. Describe what you're doing or thinking, and your brain gets used to the sound of your own English.
What's cool is, your brain doesn't care if you're talking to yourself or someone else. Practice is practice, and it helps break down that fear barrier every time.
And if you can, find safe spaces, friendly people, online communities, anywhere you feel comfortable making mistakes. That makes such a difference.
It's tempting to stay silent because it feels safer, but speaking even imperfectly is the only way forward. Discomfort means you're growing.
Let's flip the definition of fluency before we wrap up. It's not about having no accent or speaking like a native, it's about saying what you want without letting fear shut you down.
Fluency means being okay with pauses, mistakes, and even your accent. Every confident speaker you look up to has their own collection of embarrassing mistakes. They just kept going.
So, if you remember anything, remember this. Mistakes don't keep you from becoming fluent. Fear does.
Go ahead, speak badly or simply, but speak. Your English only gets better when you put it out there, not when you keep it locked inside.